What's this? Godot? In my Steam library? Why did I download this? These are all things past me used to say before my transition to Godot. I used to be always watching endless game development videos and only consuming the information before me, never using it in practice. However, I knew this had to change. So that's what happened. Okay, yes, Godot was sitting untouched in my Steam library for a couple of months. This means I would have to open it for the first time. Since I was beginning to grasp the engine, I started brainstorming an idea, something simple and not too over the top. Obviously, I created a new project and with the help of a few YouTube tutorials, I started to familiarize myself with the engine. Was I bad at the time? Of course. However, was I full of motivation at the time? Definitely. Now, after having some time messing around in the engine, I made a prototype of a button going to a random position every time you click it with your mouse. This was what I was going to base my game idea upon. I was sure of it. After testing and coding for hours, I made progress. A button that is clickable with a score counter. Now, you might think this isn't a big achievement, and you're probably right. However, as a new game developer, this progress was massive. Okay, yeah, this wasn't and isn't the full game, so that means I have to make more features, and as you can tell in the footage, making a clickable button with a score counter wasn't all I added. As you can see in what was highlighted, I've added new settings, shop and display counters to the game. These features honestly were not hard to add and just needed tweaking to get right. One of the most fundamental features in this clicker game is the shop. This is where you buy all the upgrades for progression and other things related to that. There's not really much to say about this other than it's still a work in progress, with many quality of life features missing, like a buy all button, more upgrades and so on. When you enter the shop, you are greeted by some buttons, which all increase your score multiplier. The more score multiplier you have, the more score you'll be able to get per click. The goal of the game as of now is to buy all of the upgrades and gain as much score as possible. This wasn't really hard to add, as anyone with basic coding skills can code this. Next, we have the settings, which is one of the more tedious tasks to achieve the wanted results. As you know, settings in games let you select different settings to achieve the performance and the overall vibe you want. This is important for a game, as it largely benefits the player. Finally, it's near the end of the devlog. This is where you can help me. If you want to see more devlogs, you better like and subscribe. And if you want, you can suggest ideas or aspects of the game that are needing improvement. This can be done by commenting on the video and playing the game on itch.io. This is the end of Devlog 1. Have a good one.